Hello children, I hope you all are doing great. Today I am here again with another topic from your discourse writing or creative writing, that's nothing but letter writing. So today we will learn the details of writing a letter, types of letter, structure of letter, and how should we present that in a better way in our exams. So this question is asked as a major discourse question that is given for 10 marks or 12 marks in your examination. So kindly concentrate on all the details that is mentioned to you. So by the end of this video, you will better know how to present a letter in your examinations. Okay. So let's begin with the first details. So what is letter? Letter is generally a written piece of information that is exchanged between two parties. Okay. It can be two people as well as two parties. So how can we write this letter? It needs to be presented in a certain way, right? So when you are writing to your friend, it need not be much neat, and also certain spellings and everything can be avoided. It can be ungrammatical as well. So the friendly letters can be having some kind of excuses, but when you're writing it for a special purpose or an official cause, you need to follow certain guidelines. For everything to be good and well placed and well mannered, you have to go through these details, children. So what are they? So when you're writing a letter, you have to be mindful of writing the heading, and then the greetings and whatever is coming, like the content, and then leave taking, superscription, subscription, everything. These details we'll look into when we are discussing further about the structure. So when you're presenting these letters, children, you have to take care about the presentation first. So how you present your letter in your exam is very important. You have to take care of each and every detail that is clearly mentioned, and it has to be properly mentioned. Okay. So when you're starting, first always mention the heading, then you give your salutations, then you start your content, and then the next details will follow. Finally the concluding lines and then leave taking, in these all details must be given properly. So you have to take care of the details that I am going to explain you people. So today we are going to discuss now one letter after the other letter. So first we'll start with the informal letter, then we'll discuss the formal letter. Okay. So now let's get into the details, children. Okay children, now let's know about the outline of writing a formal or official letter. Before this we have learned in the other video like how to write a friendly or social or a generally informal letter. Here we are learning how to write a official letter. So here when you observe these two letters, there are some similarities, but what is not similar is very important here, and what you have to take care when you are writing it to some officer or someone in a very official formal environment. So you have to remember those things. Okay. So here the language used is very important, children. So you're writing it to someone who is in a higher cadre, in a very responsive environment, so you have to even choose your words properly. And here children, the punctuation, grammar, the word usage, everything is very important. So take care, children, when you're writing this formal or official letters. So don't be confused, don't get excited and make mistakes, but follow the rules and keep it simple. Surely you're going to get good marks. Okay. So begin this letter again with your place and date. You can write it this either in that side, that is to your right or to your left. So this becomes your heading. Okay. Always begin it with your heading. Then here you are writing your from address. From address is nothing but what, children? It's the sender's address. Okay, sender's address it is. And then your to address. What is your to address? It's your receiver's address. To address is your receiver's address. Okay. So after this we are going to give the salutation or greeting. Salutation or greeting is like respected sir or madam. So that is the salutation or greeting. After that you are going to mention your subject, children. So this is according to the grammatical rule that after salutation only you are writing your subject. But in case you may find some letters given in Google or somewhere else where you are mentioning the subject first and then you are greeting someone. but according to the grammatical rules, this is actually the correct order. Okay, so learn it this way, better write it this way. It will be very nice. So here the subject. What is subject? Subject is always the first thing that the receiver, whoever is receiving this letter, would look at for. He wants why a message, why he needs to read your letter. So first he will focus on this subject. So subject needs to be very simple and easy, and of course only in one line. Keep it very simple. They should know the essence of this letter, why you are writing this, that is the purpose. Main purpose of writing this must be mentioned in one line. Okay, like that. After that you start your content or the message to be conveyed. Again children, remember that you are going to give this whole content in 3 paragraphs. Keep it very simple. First paragraph, generally you introduce yourself, and then you will tell what is the purpose of writing, and then in second paragraph you will generally go on digging into the topic, like you will explain the further details or facts. What is the purpose of writing this letter? You are mentioning the serious reason or cause, something you want to discuss, you will put all those things in your second one. And then finally third one, you will conclude this by asking them to do something in your issue. You want some help, ask them. You want some action to be taken, ask them. So you will say like, kindly look into this matter and do something as soon as possible, and all those things you can put in the last paragraph. So this is the way that you are going to put your content. Don't write the entire information in only single paragraph. One paragraph is not good, so make it 2 or 3. Don't write it like that. Okay, so this is about it. Then you are going to write this subscription or conclusion or leave taking. Before that you also need to write your thanking you. How will you write it? When you are writing this content children, you will write it with a paragraph length. Always you start it, the second paragraph again you will start it. So there is a kind of a space from the margin. You keep that in proper order. Every time you start a new paragraph in your content, start it with some space that you leave after your margin. Then you again follow the same space length when you are writing your thanking you. Completely you are writing these words children, thanking you, and then you put a comma. Don't write thank you or thanks. This is the correct way of writing it. And then you are going to mention your conclusion or leave taking. How will you write that? As I already mentioned to you children, YOURS. Don't put any kind of apostrophe here. That's a big blunder. Don't do that. Yours truly or faithfully or obediently, all those details will come here, and then you will put a comma here. Okay, these things will come in conclusion or leave taking, then signature, and then finally name. Okay, remember these details, and then how you write them is very important. Then again, the person to receive this, here you are mentioning the details in a very crisp manner. You are mentioning the person's name and what is his designation or some crisp details. But when you're posting it on envelope, certainly you will write the to address in full. So this is that. So superscription is to address in clear detailed way. Okay, so it is it. So here remember, heading first, and then from address, and then to address, then salutation or greeting comes, then subject. Okay, then after that you are going to write the content. After that you are going to write your thanking you, and then superscription and all these things, leave taking, sorry it's 8, and after that your signature and name, and finally the superscription on the envelope, that is the to address. So follow everything in order, and then it will be in the place. Your marks will be yours children if you follow this order. Okay, so always impress the other person, the reader, in perfect way by keeping all these details in order when you are writing a letter. So when you are writing, you may get a doubt like whether you need to write the place and date that side or to your right or left. You can write it both the ways. no problem, and the rest of the things you can keep it to your left, children. And when you're writing the paragraphs, be mindful of starting it with each paragraph in paragraph length. Okay, so what is the paragraph length? Don't write everything in single paragraph and mess up. Just split them into different paragraphs according to the need of your explanation. Okay, so this is a major discourse question. Please do concentrate while you're writing this as your discourse in your examination. So follow these details what I mentioned to you, and of course you have to take care of the language. Okay, and the choice of words are very very important. They have to be very formal, children. So let us look into some examples, one letter or two generally. Now we'll look into that to have a clear idea of how a letter will be when you're writing it in a formal way. Let's look into that now. Children, now let us look into some formal letters which are asked in our exams. Okay, so how they are asked and how you have to present, already we have discussed this, children, but once again I'm just reminding you people, you have to stick to the outline, children. Always write your addresses properly, from address to address, then writing the salutations like respected sir, then writing the subject. Always it is very very important. You have to frame a good sentence, and that must be the purpose of your letter. Why you are writing this letter, the person will look into that. Then you are going to go into the topic that must be again explained in 3 paragraphs. First one, your introduction and introduction of topic, and then go into the topic, ask them something, and then explain your situation. Finally you are concluding it, and then you are going to say like what you are expecting from them. You are asking them for some advice, or you are asking them to look for a quick solution on your trouble or something. Everything in the last paragraph. Then finally, thanking you, very important. Don't say thanks or don't say thank you. Thanking you, write it properly. And all these paragraphs also, children, clearly you have to write it at a fixed length from your margin. Remember that. As I told you, just go back to the outline. If you're missing it out, listen to that, and again it will be clearly understood. And then writing them all, finally you are going to write yours obediently, yours faithfully. You, YOURS, when you're writing yours, don't put apostrophe, remember this. And then your name, and of course address. So already written, but then also if you're writing for the 2 address per postage, like address on the envelope, it is very very good always. So here is a question for you people again, so concentrate on this. Generally the questions asked in exams are mostly the letter to the editors or letter to the other heads of department, like pollution control board officer or police commissioner in your area, like this, children. So most of the times it is always the heads of the department or letter to the editors regarding the problems faced in your localities. Remember that. Okay, so here also before you there is a slide asking you a question about writing a letter to an editor. Okay, so any daily national paper, so you can give your own name of the paper, and you're talking here about the mosquito borne diseases. So remember how you have to start. So here is the answer, like the from and to side headings or whatever it is, they are not mentioned, but you are going to write it. These are the questions which I have picked up from your general model papers and solved examples. So you are going to present it in a better way than these. Okay, these are only the ones to give you ideas like how you have to start, how you have to write. First from address, children, remember that, then to address, then respected sir, then subject. See clearly how the subject is here: malaria, dengue and chikungunya in Srinagar colony, and suggestions to check these. So like this, a simple sentence must be given as a subject. Then see 3 paragraphs clearly. What is the content, what they have to look forward for listening or reading this letter, and what they have to do. Clearly it's mentioned. And then finally, yours faithfully. In exams also, you're not supposed to write your name. You can write like this, or your hall ticket number. So there is one more letter, children, to confuse you. This question is a little bit tricky. Understand this. So they have given it like a news report, if you observe. So whatever happened there, you have to read it first. See, you read the following news report. So immediately don't get into the thought that you are going to write a news report. Understand the question first. Then you feel that murders have been taking place almost every day in the capital. You therefore decide to write a letter to the Commissioner of Police complaining against the rising rate of crime in the city or society and attitude of police indifference in this matter. So you're going to take a great thought of great deal of courage also to write this letter about police people and to police commissioner you're writing. So an old couple murdered in Nehru Nagar in Hyderabad is a news article that you have read about, and you are also attaching this. Write a letter using this information from the news report with your own ideas. Sign it like Abhilash. So children, already they have given you the name, so you need not write your name and all. So you, everyone irrespective of a girl or a boy attempting this exam, everyone has to write their name as Abhilash. Remember these details clearly. And here is the solved example for you, like from address, then to address, then don't write dear sir, write respected sir only, then subject, law and order situation, like how an old couple are really murdered. It's a law and order situation to look into and give justice to that. And then again going into the topic, I have the honor of being born in this society or the city of Hyderabad and all. Then you can go into the topic, explain, and finally your name is Abhilash as it's mentioned in the question. So follow all these details, and then children, don't forget any detail at any point of time. Thanking you, yours faithfully, they have to be written properly. Okay, and then every detail like addresses, superscription or subscription, these are all some headings which are technical, but when you write and practice more than once, these details will sit in your mind and they will certainly help you to be a better presenter in your exams. Okay children, thank you all.